Hi everyone. Unfortunately, I'm unable to join you personally today, but I'm delighted to be able to share with IBCS and Spitzer a little perspective on some of the trends affecting all of us and how Zebra are progressing across the market in EMEA. Zebra, IBCS and Spitzer have been partners for a long time, and over the years we've grown tremendously. I'm excited about the future and the ability for us to innovate and jointly develop the business across Eastern Europe even further. I'm looking forward to seeing many of you face to face in the not too distant future, but for now, we'll have to settle for another virtual discussion. I'm sure many of you know the Zebra business well. However, I'd like to start with this slide. It gives me the opportunity to highlight a couple of important points to you. The first one is that Zebra's changing, and we're changing deliberately in response to the need to remain truly relevant to our common customers. Secondly, I believe we're at a tipping point. Our traditional markets will continue to stay strong, and we're pretty confident of this. But there's an increasing drive towards the need for more complex solutions, enabled predominantly by technological advancement. And we as Zebra are making bold steps to be able to play a key role in this development. It's clear and unfortunate we're still navigating our way out of the COVID crisis. However, the situation has accelerated many of the trends that were already there, meaning Zebra and our partners have had to evolve much faster than we probably anticipated. With no doubt, the ability to adapt is going to remain critical in our future success. But for now, let me touch on where we are today. Despite the challenging year we just had, I couldn't be more proud of the achievements of the team. Back in 2016, I stated my ambition was for EMEA to become a $1.5 billion sales region for Zebra. This was shortly after the acquisition of MSI's enterprise business. And since then, we've gone from strength to strength, driving impressive results and growth across almost all European countries. Often in challenging times, tough economic conditions, but we've done it together with you, our partners. The trajectory has been strong and steady, and even despite the crisis last year, we still transacted with the highest number of individual customers in our history. When you consider we achieved that in a year in which travel was banned for the majority of us. And this can really only be a testament to the incredible work that we've done together with you, our partners. Without our continued collaboration, this clearly wouldn't have been possible. And when we break the data down further, you can see the true extent of our joint performance. We have, of course, managed to capitalize on the markets that have grown. But on top of this, we've also been very focused on trying to take market share, even when markets have been more challenged. For example, in mobile computing, we've achieved 15 percentage points growth over 5 years, driven by some fantastic success in large deals, but also solid progress in run rate. And particularly in the second half of last year, we saw some great growth in run rate. I'd also like to call out our printer business, which at the beginning of 2020, we had some real concerns on. We had a fantastic portfolio, but in the last couple of years, competition have been targeting us, particularly in Eastern Europe, and starting to take some share. We focused our efforts clearly and invested here to drive our printer business by adapting things like list price, upping the number of incentives we had running, and really driving our teams to re-establish our leadership position. What I can tell you as a result, we began to take share back, and we're now looking to achieve over 50% share in our printer business as well. So you can see our core portfolio continues to perform well and allows us to maintain our leadership position. Now, I mentioned earlier that COVID has accelerated certain trends. Now it's important to note we had clear visibility of these trends already. They weren't necessarily new, but they were rapidly accelerated by the pandemic. And they were rapidly accelerated because of the way our customer operations were required to run. Now, thankfully for us, we were well positioned to capitalize on these trends together. Let me just give you a couple of examples. The first one, we've always known that the focus on inventory monitoring is nothing but critical to many of our customers and been a driver for growth over the last couple of years. However, COVID accelerated the need for retailers to have a truly omni-channel approach and to ensure accuracy of the inventory for them to enable customer satisfaction. We were able to leverage this shift and have been continuously investing in the portfolio there, as well as adding some software and analytics to complement that. Another example where we've seen COVID's effect on retail is customers are increasingly looking for frictionless checkout and contactless experiences. We've seen major interest in solutions like PSS across the region previously. However, it's true this was limited to a few countries in EMEA in the past, and now we're starting to see that trend move across Eastern Europe as well. And my last example is around healthcare. We've all personally seen the impact of the pandemic on our healthcare providers and the need for streaming processes, accuracy inventory, and workforce management to streamline operations and ensure the best possible patient outcomes. This has all happened at arguably the most challenging time in our recent history for healthcare. Now, these are just a few examples, and of course there's many more I could share. However, the examples I gave all affect different vertical markets. They're all grounded in the same philosophy. To paraphrase our CTO, Tom Bianculli, it's going to remain critical that we continue to innovate towards an environment where customers' operations have complete visibility, not as a luxury, but one of critical business importance. This sense, allied and acts vision, isn't new. We've held this vision for many years now, and as such, believe we have a right to play here. So I've spent some time recapping Zebra's journey over the last couple of years and how we played a role in the transformation. I'd now like to take a few minutes to look at where we believe the markets are headed and what we plan to do to ensure we remain a crucial solutions provider for our customers and you, our partners. Firstly, our overall strategy remains largely the same. It's working well, and we want to remain consistent. We want to continue to remain a channel-centric organization that complements our partners' offering, enabling you to add value. And of course, as I mentioned throughout, we want to do that by enabling you to drive more and more solutions. Outside of this, we still see expansion opportunities in this region. The Android migration opportunity is still huge. We estimate there's 150,000 Windows units still running in Eastern Europe. Central and Eastern Europe manufacturing is also showing recovery, creating opportunities for Android migration, RFID, location solutions, as well as printers. And lastly, as I mentioned earlier, in transport and logistics and retail, especially e-commerce, with the boom that's happening, we see a real opportunity to try and push more solutions. Outside of our core, we're also looking at where we can add new products and solutions. Great examples of what we're doing in fixed industrial scanning, machine vision. We've got some new tablets coming, and we're looking at payment. If you look at products like mobile computing, scanning and printing, we're investing here too. There's some great stuff happening this year, and there's some even more exciting stuff coming in 2022. Intelligent cabinets have also become an easy upsell. Every customer should need it in their warehouse to optimize storage, charging, disinfecting, and controlling their overall mobile device fleet. And lastly, an area I believe should be something we should really be driving more aggressively is Visibility IQ. Now, I know it's not new, but it does give you the chance to talk to your customers about the importance of device performance and also start position new outcomes to your customers. Outside of some of the products and solutions, I think there's real opportunities in some new vertical markets as well. Government and public sectors are now showing demand for track and trace solutions for utilities, public transport, and we're even seeing opportunities in banking. Healthcare has grown heavily with the pandemic, accelerating the need for traceability solutions in hospitals and also pharmacies. And just for context, we grew 40% over the last 3 years in these segments, so it proves the opportunity is a very real one. Finally, I want to reiterate our commitment to you with a few examples. I want to ensure we have and maintain clear rules of engagement between the Zebra team and the channel. To help that, we've made improvements to our partner program and we'll continue to invest in market development. And when I say market development, PSS I think is a great example where we've added resources in the region to help drive the demand and uptick for our customers. So finally, I want to say thank you for everything you've done over the years. You can see there's an exciting future, and I'd love to develop this further with IBCS and Spixa. I look forward to seeing you all in person in the very near future. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of the event.